Let's dig into LaMelo Ball for today's topic, because he showed up in the gym on his actual birthday right after some behind-the-scenes footage surfaced. That footage showed the Charlotte Hornets quietly assembling a trade package for him, and once it hit the internet, it seemed to light a fire under him. Now, LaMelo's name has been surrounded by debate for a while. Is he someone you can truly build around? Does he take the game seriously enough? Can a franchise actually win with him at the helm? Those questions haven't gone away, but the Minnesota Timberwolves clearly saw something worth betting on. They passed on other options, including John, and chose to put their faith in LaMelo's upside instead. Here's where it gets interesting. Stack LaMelo's numbers up against guards like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Go back and pull up last season's stats. The comparison alone should grab your attention. And there's a ripple effect here too. Bringing him in takes some of the pressure off Anthony Edwards, and it sets the stage for Jaden McDaniels to potentially level up his game even further. So on his birthday, instead of taking the day off, LaMelo linked up with Ant-Man in the gym to put in work. Before we get further into what that means, let me show you the leaked footage everyone's been talking about, because I think it's exactly the kind of thing that gives LaMelo a little extra fuel right now.
A team that's meeting our price on LaMelo Ball. So when are we calling teams? What's our line? Fight out one last time the most we're giving up so that we're not doing it on the clock.
We're trying to be a great team. Which of these packages give us the best chance to be a great team?
We have our strategy. Naz Reid, in my mind, is definitely worth this.
We've looked at every team in the NBA and what could come, what conversations could come.
We have a deal that we need to finalize before we can properly evaluate this one.
If we trade LaMelo, we're probably trading Miles.
You guys are all in on that trade, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job, everyone. 10 a.m. You guys good with that? They give you enough time to get your beauty sleep?
The goal isn't to make the playoffs one time or make the play-in one time. The goal is to build a sustainable winner, a team that the fans can be really, really proud of over a long period of time. And we feel that in order to do that, we have to be strategic as it relates to who we're bringing in, from a player perspective, but also the assets that we're bringing in.
LaMelo Ball, Josh Green, for Naz Reid, the 2033 Minnesota first, unprotected. We have the right to swap our first in 2028, 2029, and 2030. We have their seconds in 2033, 2032, 2029.
At the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to build a team that the fans, the city of Charlotte, the Carolinas can be really, really proud of over a long period, over a sustained period, as opposed to a short time.
Okay.
We're ready.
Great.
Okay.
There's no more iterations. We'll get this done. One more thing, I guess, in terms of timing, because I'm sure you need to tell Naz, I need to tell LaMelo. I'll get back to you shortly.
I appreciate everything LaMelo has done for the organization. From the bottom of my heart, just appreciate him and how he conducted himself. Literally, since the day I got here to the day I had to call him and let him know that we were trading him.
lot going on here, so let's break it down piece by piece. When you watch LaMelo Ball right now, you can see it. He's playing with something to prove. He wants to show he's the guy, the player capable of pushing this franchise over the hump and unlocking their offense on another level entirely. Think about what that means in a 7-game series. It takes pressure off Anthony Edwards. It turns Rudy Gobert into a legitimate lob threat purely because of how LaMelo can pass. And it opens up even more room for Jaden McDaniels to operate. But here's the thing. The competition isn't standing still. Oklahoma City is coming back at full strength. Yes, they moved on from Luguentz Dort. They traded Aaron Wiggins. They dealt Isaiah Joe. But make no mistake, this roster reload doesn't mean they're stepping back. And then there's Anthony Edwards. At this stage of his career, the question everyone's asking is simple. Is he going to join guys like Victor Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on that final stage? Because Shai's already been there. He's already won it. Ant gets compared to him constantly, but up to this point, Shai has separated himself when it matters most, in the clutch, on the biggest stages, when games are actually on the line. And Ant knows it. He's watching. He's taking mental notes. Remember when Shai took a shot at Ant in that commercial? Ant didn't let it slide. He clapped back using Cod Williams, taking aim at Shai's shoe deal. So yeah, there's a rivalry brewing there. But strip away the back and forth, and the truth remains. Ant hasn't reached the heights his so-called rivals have reached. Not yet. Now bring it back to LaMelo. The Hornets traded him away and turned around and brought in Naz Reid. Read between the lines. That move alone tells you Charlotte never fully bought into him as a franchise cornerstone. But that gives LaMelo the opportunity to rewrite his own story. People are going to say whatever they want to say. Doubt him, question him, whatever. But none of that matters once the games actually start. That's when we find out if the growth is real, if the work has actually translated. And this season, the bar is different. Playing next to Anthony Edwards, this isn't a young, scrappy team that occasionally catches contenders off guard anymore. Expectations have shifted. This team is supposed to be a top 4 seed in the West. Outside of the Spurs and the Thunder, the next tier of contenders realistically comes down to this Timberwolves team and the Denver Nuggets. And Minnesota has gotten the better of Denver the last several times they've clashed in the playoffs. Still, Denver wants to make a statement of their own. They want the league to know they belong in that top tier too, that they can compete for a championship. So at the top of the Western Conference, it's shaping up to be a genuine fight. Oklahoma City and San Antonio both want to get back to the mountaintop, and Anthony Edwards is chasing his first real trip there. As for LaMelo, going from fighting in the play-in to leading a real playoff push, that's no small jump. It's going to be a challenge. But still, it was good to see him putting in that work on his birthday. Let me know what you all think down in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the next one.